Hello Shiny viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel Neat. In this episode, we're going to discuss the NT-types, the rationals. Actually, everyone, regardless of their MBTI type, thinks. But the NT-type thinks rather differently. We usually think in an unorthodox, unusual, and usually anti-social way. This is especially true for the INTPs and the ENTJs because they are the judges among the rationals. And because either TI or TE is the dominant function, this means that what they usually think could be counter or against FI and FE. In other words, rationals are very likely to think counter to ordinary mainstream ideas of value systems. So to illustrate this point, the ESTJ's dominant function is also TE, but the ESTJ tends to think in conventional traditional ways. But not for the ENTJ and the INTP. I would also believe that the INTJ and the ENTP also has the tendency as rationals to think different. So I'm going to assume that this kind of thoughts are usually unorthodox and sometimes unacceptable for many. So as examples, I am going to now disclose 3 thoughts that I have that would definitely be qualified as unpopular opinions. After I disclose them, you will definitely know why these thoughts are counter FE. But actually, if you look at it, it is a very TE type of a thought. First, filial piety. I personally think that if you are going to be filial, it is because you are a responsible individual. As a fatalist, I do not believe in a lot of bullshit that a lot of people say, especially the Chinese traditional saying that you must really be filial to your parents because they were the one who gave birth to you. Personally, no. If my parents did not give birth to me, I would be born somewhere else because I am meant to be born. I am definitely supposed to be born. I am just born to this pair of parents. So they are like instruments to me. So the saying that without my parents, I would have no life is, I don't agree. Because I am supposed to be born, I will definitely be born somewhere if not from this pair of parents. But I choose to be filial to them, I choose to be dutiful to them, that is my personal choice. Nobody owes anybody anything. Parents should not depend on children to feed them for life. 2. Charity. Charity itself does not help the poor. The poor must learn to come out and rise from among the wretched. Charity is but only a means of people trying to make themselves feel better about themselves by donating to others. I would definitely think that this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, but never mind, this is what I believe. 3. Pandemics. So in recent years, pandemics have been occurring repeatedly, from the HIV now to swine flu, then we have Ebola, and then recently the COVID-19, right? I believe that pandemics are nature's way of eliminating people because the population is getting too big. So those who are supposed to die will die. For example, the HIV comes and who does it attack at first? Promiscuous people. Promiscuous people are people who give birth or who increase the world population tremendously, right? So get rid of them first. Now we have COVID-19. This is meant to get rid of the evolutionary weaker people. So definitely not a popular opinion, definitely against FE. FE people will be infuriated hearing my opinion. So because of that, most of the time I do not voice my opinions publicly, but maybe only to close friends. But this is really for educational purpose, for viewers to understand that the NTs, particularly the ENTJ, sometimes the INTJ, and also the INTPs may have very extreme ways of thinking. The INTP is more likely to voice them out because they are the P-type. The ENTJ may be more reserved to do so because they know of the repercussions of voicing their opinions. Personally, I believe that in society, everybody has the capacity to think. But a lot of people are no longer even thinking. Let's say thinking in extreme ways. If we don't push boundaries, human nature as a group cannot progress. So there is no shame and nothing wrong in really thinking this way. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. It's just how we can make use of this or differing angles of opinion to help mankind progress. Okay, I hope that you have found this episode interesting. To give us a like if you have enjoyed this video. If you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more MBTI and fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.